Hello.
Hola, friends.
Turns out that was the regular intro from the last episode, so we're going to roll with it. I just did not realize it was so long.
It doesn't seem like it's that long when we can actually hear it.
Because, we can't hear it on our end, but it plays on the track, which you'll know, obviously.
And if it doesn't, sorry.
Yeah. Sucks for you, nerd. So today we're celebrating the great Betty White's birthday. This episode comes out on her birthday. And I think has become an unofficial national Betty White Day, which is the day that all of the animal shelters get an influx of donations. I donate to our local animal shelter every year, as I will get to at the end of this episode. Anything we want to talk about before we get started? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we've covered it all. All right. So this is going to be, if you don't like Betty White, this is not the episode for you.
And if you don't like Betty White,
what's wrong with you?
Who hurt you? Quit listening to us.
Yeah.
We'll lose this listener. That's fine. We don't want your downloads.
I don't know. I kind of do.
Go get evaluated. Go get a mental evaluation.
Yeah, because I don't know what there's not to like about Betty White.
I'm not even sorry about that. If I hurt your feelings, I'm not even sorry about it.
Yeah, if your feelings were hurt, this is definitely not the podcast for you. All right, so I'm gonna come at you with some Betty White fun facts. I've got 10 of them. So number 1, Betty White was born on January 17th, 1922, which was about 5 years before the small screen that she would grace for decades even existed. The first television set that we're the most familiar with wasn't introduced until 1927. So Betty White was older than the TV.
Nice.
Number 2, Betty's first major role was as the lead in Life with Elizabeth in 1950. Not only did she have the starring role, she was also a co-creator, which made her the first woman to produce a sitcom. The show ran for 65 episodes and was filmed live on the weekends and garnered Betty her first Primetime Emmy nomination.
Nice.
Number 3, on May 8th, 2010, Betty hosted SNL at the age of 88 and still holds the record for the oldest person to ever host the long-running late-night sketch comedy show. After a petition began to circulate online for Betty White to host SNL and garnered thousands of signatures, mine being one of them.
Nice.
I definitely signed that petition. Number 4, not only has Betty had an incredible career in acting, she has also done a lot of voice acting as well. She was on SpongeBob SquarePants.
What?
She was a voice in Toy Story 4. She's been a voice on The Simpsons, King of the Hill, The Wild Thornberrys, and many more, apparently.
That's not in any the Toy Story 4 ones here, but I don't see that in any of the other stuff I'm looking at. I mean, there's some stuff in here that we'll get to.
I don't know. That's just what where did I get this from? What was my source?
I mean, I'm not disputing it. I'm not doubting it.
Countryliving.com. So reputable. Let's see. Number 5. Betty was most known for her comedic roles, but she also has one film credit in the horror genre. After appearing in the campy cult classic Lake Placid in 1999. She played Mrs. Dolores Bickerman, a widow who secretly takes care of a killer crocodile.
I've never seen it. Have you?
Me either. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Number 6. Oh, I gotta yawn. Betty White was nominated for an Emmy 21 times and won 5 times. She received 2 as supporting actress on The Mary Tyler Moore Show in 1975 and 1976, once as a lead actress on The Golden Girls in 1986, once as a guest on the John Larroquette Show, I don't know how to say that, in 1996, and once as a guest actress on SNL in 2010. Number 7. Betty also won a Grammy in 2011. She was also a Grammy holder.
Nice.
For her spoken word album, If You Ask Me, and Of Course You Won't, which was based on her book of the same name, which I think was it was a biography, I believe. She won for an audiobook. But hey, a Grammy's a Grammy.
Right.
Number 8, in her book, Betty revealed that her favorite meal was a classic hot dog and french fries, and she enjoyed having a cocktail before dinner.
I like it.
Number 9, Betty White was well known for her love of animals, and throughout her life, she had a number of beloved pets. She also helped to raise millions of dollars as a board member for the Los Angeles Zoo since 1974. And then last fun fact, in 1988, the cast of the Golden Girls was invited to perform at the annual Royal Variety performance at the London Palladium. Of the performance, Betty recalled, "It was very exciting. The Queen was lovely. We were told not to address her unless we were addressed. She was up in a box and she came down on stage after with Princess Anne." And that's my fun facts.
Nice. I was just sitting here thinking about it. Did Chelsea Lynn get one of her dresses?
Yes, she won one of her dresses.
That's what I thought. Chelsea Lynn, in case you guys don't know, is Trailer Trash Tammy.
I think it was an Emmy dress.
Yeah. So I did like an IMDb search just to kind of look and see like what all she's been in. She's done quite a few like voiceovers. I do see Toy Story 4. I just kind of wanted to go through and talk about some of the stuff that she's been in to see if we've seen it or not, and just kind of discuss them. A lot of these I've never even heard of, but it's like one-offs where she did like one or two episodes to a series. She was on WWE Raw in 2014. What? Did she fight somebody?
Wouldn't that be funny?
I'm gonna Google that later. So she was on a show. I never really watched the actual show, but I saw like clips and stuff. Hot in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I never watched it, but
I like watching like the bloopers that she's involved in from that show.
Yeah, she
was so funny. There's just something about seeing an old lady drop the F-bomb, though. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's my favorite. And I mean, of course, she was on Golden Girls. That's what she's most known for.
Right.
Girl, I believe I've seen every episode of that show.
Oh, for sure. I've definitely seen them all.
We were just talking not too long ago. We got the Golden Girls Clue game.
She had a voice in the Lorax.
Yeah.
She did a lot.
Yeah.
There's King of the Hill. She did Dorothy, Ellen, and Delia.
She was on The Bold and the Beautiful, that soap opera.
Yeah.
I think I've asked you this before. The Proposal. Have you watched it with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Girl, that's like one of the best movies. I love that movie. That's the movie you see like the memes and stuff where it's like her and Sandra Bullock dancing around the fire, where she's like doing like the Alaskan Native, like Betty's doing the Alaskan Native chants around a fire with like a headdress and a shawl and stuff on. And then Sandra Bullock comes in, dancing around the fire in front of her going, "Oh, skeet, motherfucker."
I don't know that I've seen that.
Girl, look it up. Not necessarily right now because copyright stuff, but you know.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I'm not big on rom-coms.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. But
And Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
And Betty White.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
I don't know. I don't watch movies. I don't have the attention span. I'd have to take an Adderall in order to watch a whole movie. And even then, I'd find something else to focus on. I'm just going back. Like,
She was on that 70s show for 4 episodes.
I feel like I knew that.
I don't think I did. I used to love that show.
She has 128 credits.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. You mentioned the wild thornberries, and that threw me off, but she was the voice of Grandma Sophie, and now that I read that, I can hear it. I didn't know it at the time. Will we get copyrighted if I play a sound clip from it?
I know, because this isn't monetized, so we should be okay.
But if we ever get monetized,
I mean, we'd probably just lose some income on this episode. It would be copyrighted, but
I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess nothing up.
She was on The Love Boat for 5 years.
The Love Boat.
She was on Mama's Family. I forgot about that. I forgot about Mama's Family. Matlock.
Hercules.
I think she played herself on Matlock. Days of Our Lives. She was in 2 episodes. My granny loved that show.
My mom loved that show. My aunt loved that show. We watched Days every freaking day.
My granny was Days of Our Lives. She was listening to that shit on the radio before it was a TV show.
Oh, wow. My mom was big on General Hospital.
What is it my Nana watches? Young and the Restless?
I feel like Mom might have watched it. My aunt would keep me during the summer. Because she worked at an elementary school. So when school was out, she was out. She didn't work either. So she would keep me during the day while my parents were at work. And so we had to watch, I feel like there was like 1 or 2. It was at least Days of Our Lives, but there was another one that she watched all the time. And like I knew that was like 2 hours of my life that I did not bother her. I did not have control on the TV.
Her stories were on.
Yeah.
It's like me with my sim streamer. My stories are on. Don't bother me.
The Betty White show, she had like her own show.
Yeah.
14 episodes from 77 to 78.
It didn't live long, but
she was on Mary Tyler Moore for 45 whole episodes.
Hey, it won her 2 Emmys.
Right? Just trying to look.
Hercules?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the TV show. Hercules.
Oh. What did she write? The Pet Set. It's a TV series.
I was going to say it would be something about pets.
Oh, you remember Betty White's Off Their Rockers? Where it's like a bunch of old ladies?
Yes.
I loved
that show.
That was prime Betty White right there. That was absolute gold. When you think of Betty White, what's your favorite thing? Like, what's the one thing about Betty that sticks out to you?
Like her personality, or like things she's
done.
Okay, so like as far as like her acting career, The Golden Girls.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I've watched that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Personally, it would probably be like all the work she's done with animals. Because I love that.
If you were to...
She was in something called Gary the Rat. She was Gary's mother.
If you had to identify as one of the Golden Girls, which one would you be?
I would love to think that I'm like a Blanche. Like somebody who's just like...
A hoe?
Yeah. Getting out there, seeing the world, getting around, just living her best life. But honestly, I'm probably more of a Sophia.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I'm just grumpy, and I'm an old lady, and I do old lady things, and I like put food in my purse and take it and walk around with it.
How often have I called you and I'm like, okay, I gotta tell you something, picture it.
Picture it.
But I have my moments where I'm very like gullible and dumb. So I think everybody's got a little rose in them.
Yeah.
My aunt, I have said my entire life that my aunt reminds me of Betty White so much. It's ridiculous. Just in the way she looks. Now I understand why that used to like make her laugh so hard, because I guess she thought I was calling her dumb.
I'm looking at Gary the rat. He's definitely a rat. He is a fit rat. Let's see if I can
I
save
closed it. Dadgummit.
Gary the rat.
Oh, he is fit.
Oh, I was about to send it to you.
I googled it.
I'm gonna. Oh, can I not? Can I not?
We
Boo,
just.
You suck. I can't upload pictures to our team's chat.
No.
Let's see what else. What else we got?
I when I looked through her stuff, nothing else looked familiar to me.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Was she in Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah. Says one episode of Sylvia. She also had an uncredited role in Father of the Pride.
I did see that, but I didn't know what that was.
I don't know what that is either, but
you said it like you knew exactly what it was.
well, I wanted to specify that she had an uncredited role. I think it's probably one of those shows that lasted. Oh no, maybe it lasted for a season. I don't know. It looks like a bunch of wolves, not wolves, lions, living in Las Vegas with Siegfried and Roy. Ooh. That must have been before that tiger tried to eat one of them.
She was in 2 episodes of Bones. I didn't.
I did know that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never could get into that show.
Ooh, I love that show. She was on My Name is Earl.
I really want to see this episode of WWE Raw and figure out like how, why. It's episode number. Okay, so it was from 2014, aired February 10th of 2014. Episode number 22.6.
Community. I forgot she was on Community.
She sure enough was. Look at her standing next to the Big Show. She looks so tiny.
I think she was tiny.
Oh yeah, like, for sure. Bitty. But like when you're standing next to somebody that large, is that the Big Show? Who is that? That's not the Big Show. Who is that?
I'm not gonna know. The only wrestler I know is Rhea Ripley, and what's the little sidekick she's got? What's his name?
Who is that?
Dom.
I don't know who that is. That's not the Big Show though, but she still looks real tiny next to this person.
What episode was it?
22.6. So I guess season 22, episode 6.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bump the mic on you. Oh, I don't know who that is. And it doesn't say.
No, it doesn't. I've clicked on it every which way I think I can, but look at her amidst all these women and like backstage. She's having a great time.
Oh yeah. Let me see. But yeah, she was in Community. I forgot about that. Did you ever watch that?
No.
It was so good. I love that show. The Lorax, Mickey Mouse, Pound Puppies.
Pound Puppies.
She was in 13 episodes of Pound Puppies.
Yeah. But that was like the newer series.
Yeah. That was like right around the time right before she appeared on WWE Raw.
She was God in the TV series Save Me for one episode.
Oh.
Imagine Betty White being God.
It probably is, we're being honest. Hot in Cleveland. I wish I would have watched that show.
It's not too late.
No, it isn't too late.
Prep and Landing. That's a cute Christmas movie. Or it's a TV short, but I think there is a movie to it as well. The Middle. I used to love that show.
I've never seen that show.
It's so funny.
I think on Bones, I want to say she played Brennan's one of her mentors or something. I don't remember. It's been a minute.
My Wife and Kids. Did you ever watch that show?
No. There's SpongeBob.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I like how in Toy Story 4 she was Bitey White. I hate that it won't let me.
The Ellen Show. What is that?
Oh, that was the show that got canceled when Ellen DeGeneres came out as gay.
I remember that show. It only ran for a year.
Yeah, because it got canceled because she said she was a lesbian. She was like the first like pop culture person to come out as gay. And it like ruined her career for a long time.
Close-minded.
Yeah. But hey, she made a comeback and then apparently she was an a-hole. So, I don't know.
You remember the show Ally McBeal with the dancing baby?
Oh,
back in the day.
I forgot about the dancing baby. I never watched Ally McBeal, but
we were too. It was like 1999. We were like 10.
Yeah, we were about to go into middle school.
Ew! Don't say that. Don't say that.
We were in middle school for the second half.
Stop it.
1999.
Stop it.
That was the beginning of it.
Stop it.
We were out at that brand new school.
We were like the second group of people to go in. But stop it, because Gemma's 9. She's only in 3rd grade.
This year.
Stop.
She's got one more year, and then she's in middle school. And then the next thing you know, you'll blink, and she's in high school like Maddie is.
You want me to... So I'm amidst a mom... one of those mom moments today.
Yeah.
And it's not that I feel I'm uncomfortable with the situation, because I'm not. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. Easton is having his first sleepover at a friend's house tonight.
Aww.
He's only ever spent the night at like family members, like with my mom or TJ's mom.
I wasn't allowed to do stuff like that. I mean, I was, but
you didn't have friends until I came around.
Well, not until like middle school is when I had like my first. We never had any sleepovers.
No, we didn't, because my parents thought your parents were crazy, and that.
I mean,
no,
valid.
It was more along the lines of the area in which your parents lived. Like,
which honestly, it's worse where I live now.
Yeah.
But
no, that was definitely, because we didn't start hanging out and being friends until high school, and Mom didn't want me driving on your parents' road.
Yeah. Even though, like,
understandably, no, because getting out of that driveway
sucks.
I get it.
Yeah.
But so it was the issue was the area in which they lived.
I get it.
And my mom was always a huge advocate for, like, you don't go stay at somebody's house unless I know their parents and we've spent time around their parents.
Yeah, and our parents never really.
Exactly. So
I think they've maybe like briefly interacted, but I don't know that they really have at all.
And I just didn't really, like,
even
by the time you and I became friends, I just didn't really have people come over and spend the night that often.
Yeah, because in high school, it's
just
not, like,
not a thing that you did.
It wasn't cool to have sleepovers anymore. I had a lot of them in middle school, though. I did have a lot.
I remember going, like, between, like, in middle school, it would have been between Courtney and Sam.
See, I had my friend Erica in 5th and 6th grade. We had a lot of sleepovers.
Now, elementary school, it was Courtney's house, and it was Heather's house.
I didn't do that in elementary school.
Oh, man. Everyone else had birthday sleepovers and stuff, and I got to go to those. But I rarely ever, I think I can remember like 2, maybe 3 birthday sleepover. No.
I never got into
I think I had one birthday
parties.
sleepover, and somebody had head lice, and so I don't know that I ever got another one.
Oh, no. Actually, that is not true. I did go to one birthday sleepover, but I still feel like it was in middle school with Shelly. Were you there?
No. I wasn't friends with Shelly like that.
I really wasn't either, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know how I got an invite.
I got to go to Heather's stuff because I played ball and stuff with Heather, and our parents were friends.
Yeah.
And then Sam and Courtney lived up the street.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've never, not been cool with Shelly, but I have no idea how I scored that invite. But it was I still, I think about that slumber party, once every few months. Because, we all slept in a tent outside. And I remember, her dad had a Coca-Cola obsession. I'm sure he still does. I have no idea. She posts pictures of her kids over at her dad's all the time. And I don't see Coca-Cola paraphernalia anywhere. But he had, a kitchen table. He had everything.
TJ worked with him somewhere. And, to this day, TJ just sings that man's praises.
Oh, yeah. He was always the nicest person. And then, his area was in the basement, and her mom's area was, upstairs. And it was all, I barely remember what it looked like.
By his area, her area, were they,
I don't know if they were necessarily together, but
okay.
I have no idea. But they did live together for sure. But I think, his whole Coca-Cola obsession was relegated to the area of the basement.
Hold on, I just got a text from the place where Easton is. Let me check. They're having a blast.
Probably tearing up.
Oh, no, he's watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Aren't you glad that's her problem?
Oh.
Bones. I'm gonna have to rewatch.
She's like, it's PG-13. I hope you don't mind him watching it. I mean, he's got the game, and he's got he's got all the.
Is he prone to getting scared of stuff like that?
I've never tested the theory.
Oh, you always test the theory.
We don't.
It's fun to
I don't watch scary movies.
That's true. You don't. I don't know. Said it's fun to traumatize children.
Not when they're your children and you're the one that has shared the bed with them.
I mean, I can't say that me and Daniel haven't done some of that in our time, because the flower shop next door, her daughter will come over. And, I think she knows we're full of shit, but, we really lay it on thick. Because, there was something. Oh, she was running around in our shop with no shoes on. Which our floors, if you do that, your feet are black. Because everything in that shop is sticky.
Well, there's cement floors, too, aren't
yes. But she runs around in there with no shoes all the time. And I'm like, girl, your feet gonna stink. She'll come over, and I'll be like, something stinks. Smells like feet in here.
Did you tell her about Krampus?
No, we did not do that to her. But we did tell her that the dirtier her toes get, the more the boogeyman will want to eat them if she doesn't keep her room clean. We said, if you don't keep your bedroom clean, the boogeyman, he's going to show up and he's going to want to eat your toes. And you run around in here with no shoes on, they're going to be nice and dirty for him, just the way that he likes them.
I told my kids about Krampus.
See, we just didn't. I don't know. Maybe we did. I feel like I told her that Krampus was going to put her in a sack and beat her with a stick.
I feel like you told me you did.
I think I did. I don't know. We've told her so much stuff.
I told my kids about Krampus, and they went to school and told all their friends about Krampus. I feel like my job here is done.
Yeah. But like I said, I feel like,
Can I also say Krampus is a thing now? Like, it's becoming a thing now because there's that.
Like, it's been a thing in other countries.
But it's starting to.
Yeah.
Because so, you've got the movies with Tim Allen, the Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
So they came out with a series.
Mm-hmm.
And Krampus is in one of them, one of the episodes.
There's I want to say there's a couple of Christmas movies that are Krampus based.
I love it.
But like now, like it was one of the it's that Hale Dark Aesthetics store in East Nashville.
Yeah.
They had like a Krampus night at their shop one night.
Nice.
Anyway, we could not have gone further off topic from Betty White. I was looking at Bones. I was like, I really want to watch that show again, but I don't know where to watch it.
What is your favorite episode of The Golden Girls?
Well, that's what I was about to pull up because I have like a link of it's the best Golden Girls episodes ranked, and there was one on there in particular. I want to make sure I get details right that I really liked. It wasn't a good episode for Rose, but it was a good episode for everybody watching it. I did like it was in season 2, Ladies of the Evening, when Blanche won 3 tickets to the Burt Reynolds movie premiere.
Oh, yeah.
And they end up getting arrested, for prostitution. And Sophia was left out, and she was not thrilled about it. So she was the one that came to bail them out of jail, but ended up just taking the tickets and going to the Burt Reynolds premiere.
I love her.
My other favorite.
I like the episode where, let me see if I can find it. Season 2, episode 5, where Dorothy's friend is a lesbian and develops a crush on Rose.
Oh, yeah.
She's like completely clueless and then figured it out and was like, whoa!
Yeah. Oh, In a Bed of Roses. It's in the first season. So the synopsis, it says, after Rose lets her boyfriend Al spend the night, the girls wake up to find that he's died of a heart attack in Rose's bed. To add insult to injury, she also finds out that her boyfriend was actually married. So she has to call his wife and explain to her how he died. In a Bed of Roses begins the running series joke that Rose is a death jinx in the bedroom, as Rose reveals to the girls that her ex-husband Charlie was also a victim of the same fate.
I remember that one.
I also like the murder mystery episode. It was in season 7.
Yeah.
Sorry for the silence. Oh, there's also the Till Death Do We Volley. Dorothy's high school friend and tennis rival Trudy comes to town for a quick trip down memory lane. Like their old tennis days, the two now middle-aged women, aren't they like in the whole thing on Golden Girls is they're not middle-aged anymore? They're elderly ladies.
Well, I mean, they would have to be middle-aged if Sophia's still kicking. Yeah,
I guess so. I guess maybe just
to us,
they look so much older.
Well, to us, they look older because when watching that show, growing up watching that show, they look like old ladies.
Yeah, they looked like our grandmothers at the time, I would say. I don't know.
Of course that's what he's picked. Sorry. She's texting me, telling me that he had his choice between, he could choose what movie they watched.
Yeah.
And she gave him an option between Trolls, Kraken, or FNAF. And I'm like, of course he's going to pick. I'm not mad about it by any stretch of the imagination. He's been wanting to watch it anyway. So, I just I haven't watched it, so I didn't know if it would be an issue or not. I
Yeah.
think Maddie watched it, but I don't know.
But anyway. So the two now middle-aged women go tit for tat in a match of pranks just to see who can top the other. Trudy decides to plan the ultimate prank, to fake her own death in a tennis match. What she doesn't plan for is Dorothy catching onto her scheme and planning a counterattack.
Question: that episode that you were talking about where they got the tickets to the Burt Reynolds thing?
Yes.
Isn't that the episode where what episode was it where they were in that hotel or whatever?
Oh, the nude hotel?
Yes, where it had like the heart-shaped bed that vibrated and all that. That was one of my favorites.
It's a Valentine's Day episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it says the girls' Valentine's dates all stand them up, so they sit around, eat cheesecake, and look at memorable Valentine's Day paths.
I love cheesecake.
No, maybe that's not it. I don't think that's it.
Hold on, I'm going to Google it.
That was the first thing that popped up. Undressed for dinner. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it is the Valentine's Day episode. It features some of the most infamous moments of the entire series, and it also falls into the flashback genre of the series. The Golden Girls is unique because many of its flashback episodes actually feature unique stories that give us glimpses into the girls' past, rather than clips from previous episodes.
No, the one that I'm looking at is... I think, hold on. Yes, it is episode... It's called Vacation. Maybe? I don't know.
It says the next scene is one of my all-time favorites of the whole series, and I always tend to forget that it's part of this episode. The same goes for the scene at the end, too. They're just that good. And you guessed it, this is the one about the time Rose accidentally booked a stay at the nudist hotel. Dorothy and Blanche sport some pretty amazing earrings in this scene. Dorothy wears a drapey blue top. Oh, this is just describing the fashion. Let's see. The best part of this scene is when the girls finally decide to join in on the fun and go naked to dinner. They hide behind giant heart cutouts that they dramatically toss on the floor when they get to the dining room. Of course, it turns out that dinner is not a clothing optional affair, and the withering waiter informs them, "Excuse me, ladies, but we always dress for dinner here. And in your case, we'd appreciate it if you would do that for all 3 meals." It's truly one of my favorite lines and moments of the whole series, and it always makes me laugh. And then, what is the last scene? Okay, and then this episode also has the condoms scene. So, if you're not familiar, the girls are at the drugstore picking up some last-minute things for their Valentine's Day cruise with Jeff and Rich and Randy. I love the way Blanche rattles off their names. She also suggests that they pick up some protection, which of course leads to Dorothy's classic line when Rose can't figure out what she's pointing to on the rack. The cashier in this scene never gets enough credit either. His comedic timing is superb. "Calm down, lady. You just get out of prison." Then he rattles off each type of condom over the loudspeaker, much to the girls' embarrassment. Except Blanche takes the mic and gives a little speech about their morally and socially responsible choice to buy condoms. Again, this predates the 72 Hours episode of the next season, and I think that's pretty significant. I don't know what that is, but what's the 72 Hours episode? Okay, so that was the episode where they talk about HIV and AIDS. Another, and I don't know what episode it's in, but it's an episode where the girls all watch, including Sophia, watch the movie Psycho.
Yes.
And then they go to bed, and then Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose are up because they can't sleep because of the movie. And Sophia comes in acting kind of weird, and then she pulls a knife out of her purse. Let me see if I can find.
I think we should have a girls' night where we just sit around and watch Golden Girl episodes and eat cheesecake. What do you think?
I think that would be good. I don't know if I can eat that much cheesecake.
Oh, I could, no problem. I'd hate myself for it. Daniel standing outside the door making noises.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's awful, but I have this incredible sweet tooth. What is it? Cheesecake. What kind? Chocolate. Oh, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Hold on.
I guess some things never change.
Can we help you?
We've almost finished the entire
We're recording.
Yeah.
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 Say hi, Daniel.
This is the scene. They were reminiscing on the first cheesecake they got. And so they're eating their cheesecake, and this is the scene where she comes in. Oh Lord, that is my favorite scene out of all of the Golden Girls.
All
Let's
right.
see.
We ready? Are we gonna? How long have we been going?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably too long. 43 minutes.
Do we want to move on to the next segment?
Sure.
Okay. So, because I feel like Betty would have gotten a kick out of some of this stuff, I wanted to read off some of the dumbest social media posts there are. Okay. In honor of the...
Do we got time for that?
I mean, I can skim through.
There's so many, though.
I know. So, I found a BuzzFeed article about it. I love a good BuzzFeed article.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
So this one, it says, remember to cook your chicken or you'll get sell my nana or whatever the hell it is. This one says, no English word has double OO except good. Prove me wrong. The first comment, book, try reading one. This one, I read when I was finding these, I read this one and I lost it. America was not started by protesters. Comment. Normally I don't weigh in since my friends see my comments and it's embarrassing, but does the term Boston Tea Party ring a bell? No, humans are not mammals. Homo sapiens are an entirely different classification. Mammals are animals. What?
Read that again?
No, humans are not mammals. Homo sapiens are an entirely different classification. Mammals are animals.
We are mammals, aren't we?
Yeah,
That's
we
what I thought.
lactate.
Well, some of us do. Yeah, I don't.
Yes, I'm a vegan. Yes, I eat meat. We exist.
That's
The premise of vegan.
yeah. You are right. These are pretty dumb.
Yeah. Okay, just found out that South Africa is a country, and it's also part of Africa, which makes no sense because how can a country be in another country? Hashtag confused. And then the first comment, you and your boyfriend use condoms, right?
Bless it.
She responds, what? LOL. Yeah, why? And then he says, thank God.
Oh, Lord.
Native Americans aren't native to the Americas, so did you even think about the sentence before posting it? This is like a for sale ad, like on Marketplace or something. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Like 2 words.
Refrigerator.
And Raider. RAIDER. $75. Works good. Could use a cleaning, a little touch-up paint on the right side. Refrigerator. The Bible was written entirely by the greatest American who ever lived, Jesus.
Wait till they find out.
Comment. It's called history. Sweaty. SWEATY. Look it up. I'm pretty sure it meant sweetie, but hooked on phonics did not work for them.
Mm.
All right, so here's an event invite. Free event solar eclipse party. Comment. Most kids go back to school on that day. Can it be done on the weekend?
Excuse me?
Next comment. Did this lady just ask to reschedule the sun?
The sun's like, yeah, I guess.
I've been trying new ways to relax. Currently, I'm into essential oil diffusers and incest.
This is why it's always good to proofread before you post.
So I was thinking of baking cookies for everyone at work tomorrow, and I need to double the recipe to have enough. If I doubled the temperature, my oven won't set to 800.
No. Tell me it ain't so. I feel like I've heard that one before.
A news article headline: Rain leaves many Indiana farmers behind in planning. Comment: why is there a need for farmers growing corn and soybeans when most people go to Kroger's or Albertsons to get groceries anyway?
Jesus Christ.
I'm all for gay, bi, trans rights, but I'm also in favor of equal rights. Now straight people have to write in their sexual orientation. This is when the left goes too far.
What?
And then it's a picture of like a form that you're filling out. It looks like a doctor's office or something. And then it lists heterosexual, gay, lesbian, bisexual, or other. And they literally marked other and wrote in straight.
Well, they did that. Well,
heterosexual, though.
Well, yeah, but and the reason why they ask that is because it's assumed that other lifestyles other than straight, there's more of a risk of, HIV/AIDS.
Right.
Because it's like, if I don't know if it's the same. I don't think it's the same for lesbians. I think they can donate blood, but gay men cannot donate blood. They're not allowed to.
Has anyone ever gotten salmon vanilla from chicken that's not fully cooked?
Nope, never have.
Is there any sort of book subscription for kids that exists where you order books and once you read them, you can return them and get more? It's called a library.
Some people, I swear, some people.
A sale ad, like on Marketplace. Wireless Apple earbuds. Comes with the wire. I just cut it off. If dinosaurs became extinct million years ago, then why is Earth 2019? I swear these so-called scientists ain't real. Dogs can't talk, so do they have brains? I mean, I know they walk, but it's only because we're telling them to walk.
Some people should not do drugs, I think. I think their parents did drugs. I'm going through one of our local groups to see if I can find any dumb posts. This whole this segment makes me think of bone apple teeth.
Right. Let me switch over to this other. So here's an article on a website called boredpanda.com.
Mm-hmm.
And this article says this online group is dedicated to stupid posts, and here are 50 of the funniest ones.
Mm.
I've never been... This one is less funny and more infuriating. I've never been raped. Know why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like yet most young women. Take some responsibility.
That is
And then the comment on it. I was raped when I was 7, when I had no idea what sex was, and while wearing overalls and a long sleeve shirt. Fucking delete this. Oh, I said it. God bless it.
Well, it's a quote, and it's going to happen again, so.
Okay.
I don't know which of the next 2 episodes, but it's definitely going to happen again. But they're direct quotes, so.
How is it get over slavery, but 9/11 is never forget? More people died in 9/11 than slaves ever. And then the comment, I've been on Twitter on and off for about 11 years, and I can honestly say, no word of exaggeration, I think this is quite possibly the single dumbest tweet ever twote. Leaves of cabbage. Is that what's in your head? Just 5 wilted leaves of cabbage?
Has to be.
I wonder if people on a date in on the date this one sent me. I wonder if people on the date in 1955 thought, "Oh my God, this is the day Marty McFly went back to in time, or Marty went back in time to."
They absolutely did not.
And then the comments, no, they didn't. The movie didn't come out until 1989. And then she said, I know that it came out in 1989, not 1955, not 2015. I'm not stupid. I'm just saying, I wonder if a lot of people were talking about it back in 1955 like we are today.
When she said, I'm not stupid, are you sure about that?
It gets better. Are you sure about that? I'm not stupid part? They couldn't have known about Back to the Future in 1955. You weren't there. You don't know. It didn't come out in 2015 and we're talking about it now. It's just as likely they were talking about it in 1955 too.
Oh my God.
And then there's a meme, a SpongeBob meme, and it says, this isn't your everyday stupid. This is advanced stupid.
You think she still thinks that?
Maybe. Yes. American middle schoolers caught forcing students to do Muslim prayers 5 times a day. Time to revoke funding. This is what decades of rejecting Jesus Christ has done to the nation. Children are worshiping Satan. And it's literally pictures of children lining the halls on either side.
Uh-huh.
Like, like in the fetal position on either side. This is a tornado drill.
Oh my God.
That's what they're doing, is the tornado drill. Do you remember having to do that back in the day?
Oh,
I was like, I can't. It was so uncomfortable.
And
then that one time that there was actually a tornado and we had to sit in the hallway doing that for like hours.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that they make them do that anymore.
I don't know.
Because I think
I'll have to ask the kids.
I think they realized that, like, if a tornado were to come through, the bricks would just land on everybody's backs. But I don't know. But I'm looking at our local group, and I remembered a post from a while back because I just saw one. And it's always people are like, does anybody recognize this house? I cannot. But it's always like, does anybody recognize this house? And it's like nothing like super identifiable in the picture. But a while back, a lady said FedEx delivered a package to the wrong address. Does this very blurry picture look familiar to anyone? And it's like, it's blurry. And I commented on it way back when. I don't know when it was. It was about a month ago. And I said, they really did you dirty with that photo. I don't know that she ever found it. Somebody said it looks like they took the picture while running and throwing the package. It's quite blurry. But like, there's the garage. There's somebody's in a garage. There's another blurry photo on a front porch. And literally, like, all you can see is the blurry doormat, and their porch that is in desperate need of being repainted.
Is it mine?
No. No, this is a wooden porch. I mean, this one's just a door. Just a garage door. That could be anybody's house. That could be that, like, if I didn't know better, that looks like your parents' house. Like the way that the garage door is with that wall there.
Yeah. That could be any of those houses on the road.
Oh, and there's also, like, at least, like, once every couple weeks. Is there a place we can take FedEx packages?
Oh, my gosh.
Or what did I see today? I saw one today, and I was like, if anybody asks this question one more time, I'm going to lose my mind.
My favorite is, like, on holidays. What time does Walmart open?
Yeah. Or if it snows. Does anybody know if Walmart's open?
Or if they're clearing out a parcel of land somewhere.
Does anybody know how the roads are?
No, like when they're clearing out a parcel of land.
What's going
here? Everybody's going to be a smart ass about it and be like a Mexican restaurant or a Subway because we already have like 47 of those here.
Everybody be trolling. But like hold on, let me see if I can find any of these posts. So, in one of the towns in our county, they are building a new little building between the Subway and the O'Reilly's. So, I can't find any posts. Okay, so somebody got so fed up in November, just this past November. Is it possible for admins to pin a post pertaining to what's being built next to Subway and use the feature to tag everyone? Just thought it might help.
Because it's only been asked 37 times what's going there.
And this is just one of the local groups.
And it's been answered a million times.
Yes. And this was even back in July. So I couldn't see a sign, but does anyone know what is going on now between the Subway and O'Reilly's? Let's see. Oh my God.
Sorry.
So just so everybody can get appreciate the trolliness of the comments. There's 22 comments. First one, another Dollar General. They like spawning close to each other.
There's literally one in that parking lot.
Yeah. And somebody replied to that and said, they have to be at least a half a mile apart. Somebody else, putt-putt golf and go-karts. Now,
I wouldn't be upset about that, I'll be honest with you.
No, but not in this building.
Right.
Somebody else said, Deja Pleasant Vu. Somebody
in case y'all don't know, you're not Nashville natives. Deja Vu is the strip club in Nashville.
Yes.
Hold on. While we're on the Deja Vu topic, should we tell the story, or have we already, about the bring in the negative COVID test and get a free private dance?
Oh no.
Have we already told that?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So back during COVID, like when COVID was at its height, we had decided one day, we had heard about this pizza place that was kind of close to downtown Nashville, and like, they were saying it was like Chicago style pizza, I think.
Mm.
And we were like, let's try it. You know, it's supposed to be really good. We'll go get it. So we order it online. We go pick it up, and we're taking it home. And we pass by Deja Vu, and there's a big sign on the side of the building that says, bring in proof of a negative COVID test and get a free, was it a negative COVID test or was it vaccination? And one or the other. Mm-hmm. And it says, get a free private dance. And my child, the oldest one, who at the time was like, I don't know, 12-ish, was like, I want a free private dance lesson. And we're like, that's not what that is. So at that whatever age, like 12, 13-ish, she learned what Deja Vu was. She was like, I don't want one of those.
So continuing on with this little buildings saga, somebody else said, I thought a McDonald's was coming. Somebody else said, the sign says concrete washout. I heard it was a liquor store, which it's going to be a liquor store. Yeah.
Which is funny because there's also one of those in the same parking lot.
Yes. I'm going to shout this one because it's in all caps. CBD store. There's a period in between them. Publix.
We aren't bougie enough for a Publix.
Everybody out there wants a Publix, and it's just like, they ain't going to come out here. It's not big enough yet. So there's a sign and you couldn't see it, or are you just wondering because there's not a sign? Mexican restaurant? Well, you sure got some answers, didn't you? Oh God, why can't we get a Jersey Mike's or Chick-fil-A, Kroger's, anything good? That's also like a popular comment on posts like these. Another fast food, whatever fast food, McDonald's, but only at Warwick. Yeah, Taco John's, just kidding.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Following. Tell them to build somewhere else. Another following. Adult bookstore and peep show.
Yes!
Mattress store or check cashing place with a fingers crossed emoji. I know there's a lot more of those posts.
So we
here's another one. What are they building at Renmar?
We laugh at the Mexican restaurant situation because literally just, I would say, within a 15-minute span of that area of where that's being built, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if you count a taco truck, Mexican restaurants.
Are you talking about like in our general area or just in that?
Between that city and ours.
Oh, yeah. I was like, there are not that many out there.
No.
But yes, combined. And what's crazy...
Within 15, 20 minutes of that place.
But what's crazy is like 2 of them out there are owned by the same people.
Yeah.
And it's like... Yeah. Y'all are like a mile apart.
Also, 3 subways within 20 minutes.
Well, ish. It takes, if you're out by my work, it takes about 30 minutes-ish to get to Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I hate going there after work.
Let me read this post that's on this list.
Okay.
Brace yourself. Posting anonymously because I'm embarrassed to ask. This has caused a lot of debate, and I'm hoping you ladies can shed some clarity on the issue. My husband is sure that he is right and is becoming very frustrated and mean to me over this disagreement. So, backstory. I had rhinoplasty before I got pregnant. I made a comment recently that I wonder whose nose the baby would get, and I said hopefully mine. My husband has a big nose, and mine is literally perfect. Well, he is saying either way, our baby will have an ugly nose since I had a beak prior to my rhinoplasty.
Oh.
But that doesn't make any sense to me. My nose now is cute. The baby should get my present nose, right? Not my past nose, even though I haven't had that nose for years or while being pregnant. My husband keeps saying, no, it's what you're born with, and it compares it to breast implants. but it's not something added to my body. It's a modification that is now part of my DNA and should pass on.
I get why they posted that anonymously.
I'm like, really?
Some people.
Could Trump catching COVID-19 technically be viewed as an assassination attempt on our president by the Chinese?
I found another, and this was just in October. What are they building over there? Post. I was hoping for a Waffle House. Section 8 housing. Liquor store. Dollar General. Mexican restaurant. This post is a deja vu of last week with similar answers also. One of the replies to that, yeah, it gets tiresome. And then, no context whatsoever. Are you kidding me? Really now? Do we need another one? Another one what, Kathy? The owner of Subway said liquor store. We need Arby's. Hope it's not an awful Waffle House. Such a waste. Need more sit-down nice restaurants. The only fast food I'd like is Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
DUI creator. Homeless shelter. The owner of PV Liquor says it will be new. That's it. And then a period. The last comment is a period. Oh, I also like the people bitching about the gas prices.
These are the lowest gas prices I've seen in a hot minute.
Well, not out there because it's right off the interstate. But let me see.
My daughter just tried to tell me plutonium doesn't come from Pluto. At least she's pretty, huh?
Oh my God.
I think it's pretty gross that people breastfeed. It's not milk, it's body fluids. Might as well feed your little one your pee. We have bottles and formula. That's meant to feed your baby. Stop giving your body fluid a classy name by calling it milk. It's not milk. Milk comes from cows. It's almost like saying almonds make milk. Idiots everywhere.
Sorry, I got distracted.
If you're so worried about this virus, why don't you just stay home or wear a mask? I wore one mandatory recently and now have an infection in my nose on my face. Where's the solution? My husband had to wear comment to that. My husband had to wear a mask on a business trip and now he has chlamydia.
Oh. I guess the one got deleted. I can't find it. There was a lady that was really heated about gas prices a little while ago, and the comments did not go the way she anticipated because she was like really misinformed about it because she made it sound like she could go to Clarksville and get gas for like $1.50. And everybody's like, where is this magical gas station you speak of?
Right.
Because anywhere, and she made it sound like gas out there is like $5. And they're like, where? Can you please tell me? Somebody posted transplants. We really could use some growth. Maybe a few chain stores, a Publix perhaps, maybe even a Buc-ee's. Traffic with just a couple of gas stations and some fast food joints and daily I-24 overflow. And it's just a picture of a dumpster on fire. Because not wrong. I can't tell you how many times we'll look out our front window or like our side door. Be like, must be a wreck on the interstate. Because traffic is just sitting there. How far are we into this? Oh, we're over an hour. Have you got any more?
My unvaxxed toddler and I have whooping cough. I feel so guilty. Like, could I have prevented this with a vaccine?
Absolutely.
I feel like a terrible mother.
You should. I say that, but do what you will. But, like, you're going to bring plagues back, if I'm being honest.
I mean, if enough people don't get vaccinated, yeah, those of us that got our
sure.
childhood vaccinations are good.
Yeah.
Those of us that were able to get our childhood vaccinations.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I have some of them.
Yeah.
But I almost died the last time I got one. So we were like, yeah, maybe she shouldn't have that.
Maybe she's born with it. All right. I guess
almost said
that's
maybe
it.
it's mental illness.
All right. You have the nonprofit for this week.
Oh, yeah. I'm bringing back another one that I've already done and doing the SCAMP organization, which is Saving Cheatham Animals Mission PAWSible. And SCAMP is a 501c3 nonprofit that provides financial support to facilitate services that include, but are not limited to, the medical treatments and rehabilitation of sick or injured animals and improvement to shelter facilities that aid the quality of life for shelter animals of Cheatham County Animal Control. In short, we are here to raise money to help the animals at the shelter when the county budget can't meet the special needs that arise. So in honor of Betty White Day, this is the organization that I will be donating to. And I strongly encourage you to donate to your own local no-kill animal shelter. And if you want to donate to SCAMP, I have included the PayPal link to
and
donate.
we want to emphasize no kill.
Yeah. Which I think most of them are becoming no-kill shelters.
Better yet, donate and go adopt one.
Yeah.
Go adopt
if
an
it's within
animal.
your means. Don't do
Yes.
it if you can't, like, afford to feed
And
it.
take it, yeah.
But
For
yeah.
sure.
So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming to another week. We appreciate you. Make sure that you're sharing us out and sending us your ideas, topic ideas, all that stuff. We want some feedback from you guys. Our downloads are like, we're still pretty steady with our downloads, guys. You guys are blowing us away. We are just astounded.
I'm going to look and see what our current... I know it was a little over 2,700 today.
We've almost made it to 3,000.
And
so
it hasn't been that long.
No, it took us forever, it seems like, to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
And we've almost cleared a whole 1,000 in just a matter of a couple months.
27.
That's insane. That is insane.
I think it was a bit down this week, but...
It's a holiday week.
Yeah.
So.
Monday was a holiday.
Also, it's not too late. We've got that Amazon wish list out there if you want to, wish us Merry Christmas / Happy New Year /
that reminds me, I
birthday.
need to update that because my mother is giving me one of the books on that wish list that she's already owns.
I think I took all the mics off of it too.
Nice.
So, make sure that when you're sharing us out, you're following us on all of our social media platforms, places like Facebook,
Instagram,
TikTok,
X,
and send those topic ideas and constructive criticisms, whatever you feel like.
I don't want to criticize.
At our email at wanderersofweird@gmail.com. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stop saying it like that if anybody criticizes me.
Excuse me.
Gross. And that's like the fourth time you've done that.
Listen, it's better that in than the other because I've been holding one of those in too.
Thank you.
And I thought I was a goner whenever I sneezed earlier.
Maybe that's why that sneeze was so aggressive.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming to another week. We hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. And we'll see you next time.
Smell you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.